never know how to start these things. But I want to just say that it's an honor to be able to play on the For the Brokenhearted Facebook page today. You know, a place where people can find hope and encouragement and inspiration daily, and to just be able to be a little bit of a part of that. Tonight is awesome for me. And so for the next like 20-30 minutes, I'm just going to play a few songs that I've written, and I'd love to answer any questions that you might have for me. So at any time, just feel free to type a message. I think I see them come up while I do this. I've only done this like once, so I don't really know exactly how it works. But type some stuff, and I'll try to do my best to see them and to answer any questions you have. But I'm going to start this by playing a little song that is actually on hold with Rascal Flatts right now. And it's just a song that is just really about finding just the little miracles just all around us, and that even the littlest things that we don't really think of, that we kind of skip past, they're God designed. And it's called Know What the Angels Know. It goes like this. When you hear the first small cries of a baby that's been born, when you feel the kind of peace you can only find in a storm, you'll know what the angels know. When you start seeing the miracles everywhere you look, when life is less a mystery and more an open book, you'll know what the angels know. They know that heaven circles all around. Whatever's lost can still be found. It's closer than the smile on a stranger's face. They see the truth in everything. That's the reason why they seek. Life and love come from a higher place that's not so far away. That's why I want to know what the angels know. When you hear that small still voice, like a pin drop in your soul, when you realize life is more than just a puff of smoke, you'll know what the angels know. When you find the kind of strength you never had deep inside, walk through the valley of the shadow with faith your only guide, you'll know what the angels know. They know that heaven circles all around. Whatever's lost can still be found. It's closer than the smile on a stranger's face. They see the truth in everything. That's the reason why they seek. Life and love come from a higher place that's not so far away. That's why I want to know what the angels know. What the angels know. Heaven's all around us. You can feel it like the air. You can't always feel it, but you know that it's still there. When you find the one you spend your whole life looking for, a love so true and strong, you die for a little more, you'll know what the angels know. So that was called Know What the Angels Know, and it's the first time I've ever played that, so for anybody. So I hope you guys liked it. And so I recently released a little EP on iTunes, kind of like an acoustic kind of like a placeholder of some music I've written, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and actually recorded all of it about 2 years ago and just never released it, and finally just decided I was just going to throw it up and just see what happens. And I think Debbie, who actually runs this Facebook page, she kind of heard a couple of songs, and I think that might be one of the reasons why I'm able to play for you guys tonight. But she wanted me to play a couple of the songs that are on that, and so this one is one of those. It's called When You've Got a Broken Heart, and it's, we all have times where we just hit rock bottom, and, we feel like it's the end of the world, and we feel like, what could get worse? Like, this is just the worst pain, if it's a broken heart, or if it's, you lost a loved one, anything like that. Even when we're at our lowest point, we find ourselves in those times. And I really believe that's in those times are when we can grow the most, and where we really become who we are and who we're meant to be. So if you're at rock bottom right now, just know that it gets better, and it's in your rock bottom is where God can absolutely come in and just change everything for you. So don't give up hope, ever. This is called When You Got a Broken Heart. They say it'll get better in time, don't you worry, child. That don't take away the pain. The longer I wait, the more I see your face, like it's burned into my mind. It feels like alcohol on an open wound, a bone deep bruise turning black and blue. But you can't sit down. It feels like getting rear-ended at a red light, or jumping from a roof to find you can't fly, falling to the ground. Trying to pick myself up now. I guess you learn who you are when you got a broken heart. I know that I've gotta be strong, have to move on, but it's easier to say than do. Well, I'm trying to play it tough, but it's just a bluff. I know the truth is cutting through. Feels like alcohol on an open wound, a bone deep bruise turning black and blue. But you can't sit down. It feels like getting rear-ended at a red light, or jumping from a roof to find you can't fly, falling to the ground. I'm trying to pick myself up now. I guess you learn who you are when you got a broken heart. I'm a mess, I'm a wreck, I'm a wailing song, a straight no chasing, I know it's wrong. What tears me up inside is that you're doing just fine. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to breathe, trying to see the light ahead on this dark road. Right now, all I know, it feels like alcohol on an open wound, a bone deep bruise turning black and blue. But you can't sit down. It feels like getting rear-ended at a red light, or jumping from a roof to find you can't fly, falling to Thank you guys for all the likes and comments, and yeah, thanks for listening and being here. So I want to share a little story with you guys. I was on season 5 of NBC's The Voice, and if you saw me on there, then you know a little bit of my story, but I want to just kind of share a little bit about it. When I was 2 years old, I started bleeding internally. My parents had just taken me home from the hospital, and when my mom was changing my diaper, she noticed a lot of blood, and I just kept bleeding, and in an abnormal amount. And obviously my mom was worried and freaked out, and so her and my dad got in the car and started driving to the hospital immediately. And on my way to the hospital, I stopped breathing basically in her arms, and she said my body was just lifeless, that my skin tone was getting colored, and she was blowing in my face and tapping on my face and trying to keep me awake and coherent, and she just said I was completely unresponsive. And they finally pulled up to the hospital, and my mom runs through the doors, and they were under construction at the time at the hospital, and everything was totally turned around. There was actually, like, where you're supposed to pull up for an emergency, it was like under construction, and my parents just found this like side door, I guess, and my mom just runs through the doors, and like an angel, there was this nurse that was the head of the neonatal department, and she immediately took me from my mom's arms and took me into what my mom described as a closet, just right there, a closet with just, there's equipment in it, and she just took me in there and just started working on me immediately. And in a period of 12 hours, I stopped breathing 64 times. And after that, the doctors told my parents that, you know, they should start preparing themselves for the worst, that with all the lack of oxygen in that time period, they said that I will most likely suffer in a lot of ways. And, you know, they said at a minimum, I won't be able to play sports. I'll probably have to be held back in school, and you know, I won't be what they said normal. You know, normal. Like, we have our own version of normal, like we know what normal is. I don't think any of us are really normal, if we're honest. But, you know, the doctors did just tell them to prepare themselves for the worst, that at a minimum, you know, I was going to be slow and just not at the pace I should be for my age. And with that also, I was on machines that were basically keeping me alive and regulating my heart rate and regulating my breathing. And I was supposed to be on it for about 2 years. And my mom and my dad stood on the truth of God, and they believed that I was going to be completely healed and that I wasn't going to live on those machines, and they refused to believe that. And it wasn't but 2 months later, they just prayed, and they just believed that it was just done, and I was healed, and they decided to take me off the machines against the doctor's requests. And I was breathing normal on my own and functioning completely normal on my own. And growing up, not to toot my own horn, I don't like doing that, but I like to share the testimony that I believe God's given me. And throughout school, I always excelled, had A's, a couple B's, but I was never slow in school and learning. I played any and every sport you can think of, and basically had zero limitations because God is so good, and God completely healed me. And I am so blessed to be able to just share my testimony and to be able to just prove the power of God, because everything the doctor said is the complete opposite that happened in my life. And I'm so thankful and grateful for parents that stood on the Word of God and not stood on the word of man and on doctors. And you know, I truly believe it was because of the prayers that they prayed. and because of all the people that surrounded her and my dad, that I am able to be here and be normal and live a life that God had planned and laid out for me. So I wrote this song a couple years ago, just kind of about that whole story and the miracle that God did in my life, and it's called Miracle. The year was 1993, that mid-July changed everything. A panic filled a mother's mind as tears fell from her crying eyes. Her baby laid across her knees as she prayed, Jesus, help him please. His skin grew cold as a winter's night, but she held on to his dear life. She burst through those double doors, screaming, help my baby boy. She ran her fingers through his hair and whispered in his ear, there's a fighter in you. You were born into a battle, one that you're not gonna lose. I know you're gonna go far, and this world will try to stop you, but you'll shine brighter than the stars. A miracle is what you are. I was trapped in the waiting room. Hours passed and still no news. A doctor finally came around. She said, you can see him now. A very precious baby lay. Her heart sank like an anchored weight, and tubes and wires keeping him alive. She said, Lord, this isn't right. The doctor told her all the things she thought she'd never hear, but she leaned down against that glass to whisper in his ear, there's a fighter in you. You were born into a battle, one that you're not gonna lose. I know you're gonna go far, and this world will try to stop you, but you'll shine brighter than the stars. A miracle is what you are. 20 years passed like a day to night. That mother passed, her proud eyes dry, as a baby boy takes center stage and grabs his guitar, starts to play. She's reminded of the day when everything changed. Her faith was strong, she held on to the promises she made. There's a fighter in you. You were born into a battle, one that you're not gonna lose. I know you're gonna go far, and this world will try to stop you, but you'll shine brighter than the stars. A miracle is what you are. It's what you are. Hello, Ireland. Hopefully the video's not like stopped for everybody, but if it is, I apologize. Hopefully you can still hear me. The good thing is you don't need to see me to hear what I'm saying, which is a good thing about music. So I prefer it. I like to speak through songs rather than my voice. But anyways, I never know what to say in these settings because there's no reaction or response from people, and you can't see people's eyes or anything like that, so I always feel super awkward. So that's why I'm awkward right now and telling you that. But we're all friends here, so nothing's a secret. This next song I want to play, I wrote recently with a friend of mine here in Nashville, and it's just basically about, it's looking in on this girl's life, and it's for anybody though. It can be a guy as well, but you know, sometimes we act like we have everything all together, and when inside we're hurting, and inside there's pain, and you know, we feel broken, and we just want to break down, but we put on a pretty face. We you know, we post pictures on our Instagram and on our Facebook, and you know, we try to highlight all of the exciting things that are happening and highlight the adventures that we have, but we want to hide all of the brokenness and all of the hurt and all the pain, and basically just push it down. And you know, there's power when we can lay all of our brokenness, all of our hurt, all of our pain out on the table. There's power in that, because when you're not holding anything in, there's nothing that can come against you, because everything is out. It's all in the open. People can stand behind you and be with you in those times, and God can totally work in ways that you would never believe it if we're just open and vulnerable. And you know, I truly believe that. But this song is just kind of about someone holding all of that in, and you know, you knowing that that person has all this hurt inside, and you just want them to know that you're there for them. It's called Sundress in the Rain. Every morning she wakes up and pours a cup of coffee black as mascara that dried up on her cheeks, pulls it together before anybody sees, and covers it up with her makeup to hide what's underneath. But I know something no one else knows. Outside she's blue skies shining, red lips smiling, picture perfect, has it all figured out. Well, inside the water's rising from tears she's fighting, 'cause she's so tired of putting on the pain. She wears a sundress in the rain, in the rain. On the surface, everything looks fine. You never tell the hurt and the hell her trusting heart's been through. When the walls start falling, she builds them back again. Just want her to know my hand's here to hold, 'cause I can see right through the blue sky shining, red lips smiling, picture perfect, has it all figured out. But inside the water's rising from tears she's fighting, 'cause she's so tired of putting on the pain. She wears a sundress in the rain. As it's falling down, falling down, I just want to tell her how much she means to me, how hard it is to see the blue sky shining, those red lips smiling. while inside the water's rising from the tears she's fighting. She's so tired of putting on the pain. She wears a sundress in the rain, in the rain. Thank you guys. Well, I talked a little longer than I meant to. So I think I'm going to do one more for you guys. This one I've never played, as well as a couple that I just played. But I hope you guys are enjoying these new songs. These are special to me because they mean something. I have a lot of songs that are they're kind of more just servicey love songs, and those are great. They're some of my favorites, but it's always important for me to have songs that really mean something, can really inspire and encourage and uplift people. So I hope that these are doing that for you, and if not, I hope I hope you can be uplifted, encouraged in my testimony and what God's done in my life. But I truly believe that God has something for your life, and there's a testimony and a plan and an action that He's going to take in your life, and you're going to have your own testimony, and you're going to be a light to be able to shine to those that need it. So this last song I'm going to do is called Won't Let You Down, and wrote this song just about somebody who's in their lowest point, and if that's you, then this song is specifically for you tonight, and I hope that it can encourage you. I see the pieces on the ground. I want you to be strong, but you don't know how. When your heart breaks, it doesn't make a sound. You're building walls 10 feet tall, nowhere to go, no one to call. When your heart breaks, it doesn't make a sound. But I won't let you down, won't let you down. No, I won't leave you now, won't leave you now. Pick the pieces off the ground, take my hand, I know we can. When your heart breaks, it's not the end. I won't let you down, won't let you down. No, I won't leave you now, won't leave you now. down. I won't let you down. No, I won't leave you now. I won't leave you now. Well, messed up a couple words in there, but hope it still encourages you and uplifts you. I just want to let you know that you are beautiful and you are chosen by God. You are not here for anything other than a design purpose, and there's no accidents. God doesn't create accidents, and you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and there's only one of you. So be you all the time and let God use you. And God bless you guys. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, amazing Christmas coming up, and amazing New Year. If you guys want, follow me on all my social medias. Brandon Chase Music are all my links. Twitter's Brandon J. Chase. I have some music on iTunes if you want to check it out. And I'd love to connect with you in any way. So send me a tweet, send me an email, send me a Facebook message. I would love to be able to connect with you and hear some of your stories. So I'll see you guys. Have an amazing night.